Light of the World, Learning English Through the Bible, Unit A2, 41. Copyright Light of the World Learning.
Pray, review, and preview. Bible reading. Jesus is betrayed. Matthew chapter 26, verses 14 through 56. Theme, restaurant. Pronunciation, re, again. Prefix and dis, negative prefix. Grammar, giving and taking advice. Following rules, should, must, and have to.
What do you see?
At the restaurant today, Mary and I chose the most popular item on the menu, cheeseburgers. The waitress repeated our order and returned quickly with our food. In her haste, she dropped the silverware. Oops, I'm sorry, the server apologized. She went off to bring a second set while I passed the food to Mary. The manager came by and asked how our meal was. The waitress was distracted and dropped her silverware, but she was polite. The food is delicious, so we are not disappointed, I said. After eating, I wrote a good score on the review card, and I left a good tip for the waitress, too.
Match the beginning and end of each sentence. 1. A menu tells you. 2. The manager. 3. We leave a tip. 4. 1 minute has. A. Scheduled a meeting. B. What is available to eat? C. 60 seconds. D. When we get good service.
Match the beginning and end of each sentence. 5. I wrote a 5-star review. 6. We use silverware. 7. The server brings him. 8. Please pass the. E. When we eat. F. Meat to me. G. Of the fine restaurant. H. His coffee.
Match the beginning and end of each sentence. 9. He dropped. 10. She takes a big bite. 11. Please be polite. 12. You are being. I. Out of the apple. J. To the guests. K. Very impolite to me. L. His cell phone.
Should, must, and have to. For advice and rules. Use verb sentence. Advice. Should not. Should I leave a tip for the waiter? Yes, you should. Leave a 20% tip. He should not write a bad review today. Formal rule. Must not. Must he call the manager if he is late? Yes, he must call before 8 o'clock. She must not be impolite to customers. Informal rule. Have to, don't have to. Do we have to wash the silverware now? No, you don't have to wash it now. Does she have to rewrite the menus? No, she doesn't have to rewrite them.
Should is a modal verb used for advice. Question, answer. 1. What should I do if my neighbor's dog bites me? You should talk to your neighbor. 2. He should not run in the library. 3. Should I wait 10 seconds before I say something impolite? 4. She should go to a doctor. 5. Shouldn't he finish his homework by tonight?
Must is a modal verb used for formal rules. Question, answer. For example 1. Must he wear a helmet when he rides a motorcycle? He must wear a helmet when he rides a motorcycle. 2. They must wear seatbelts because it's the law. 3. Must you eat so fast? 4. She mustn't drive so fast. 5. Must he go to the hospital?
Have to for informal rules. Question, answer. 1. Does a restaurant manager have to be friendly? Yes, he has to be friendly. 2. Yes, you have to practice every day. 3. Do you have to eat with silverware? 4. No, we don't have to go. 5. Does a customer have to order from the menu?
Listen and repeat. I am excited to bring you to this restaurant.
Can you tell me what I should order from the menu?
Sure, you should try the soup and salad special. And we have to order the refried beans.
I read some reviews of this place. They said the food is fresh, the staff is polite, and the silverware is clean.
Yes, it's a great place because you don't have to spend a lot of money and the food is delicious.
The prefix re means again and dis means not. 1. Re, again. Repeat, redo, renew, review, recite. 2. Dis, negative. Dislike, disappear, dishonest, disorder, discomfort. 4. Should I repeat what you said? 5. I dislike cold wintry days. Listen and repeat. A. Hmm. Hmm. Polite. Dislike. To drop. To bring. Review. B. Restaurant. Generous. Customers. Manager. Silverware. C. Menu. Second. Order. Waiter. Finish. Read Matthew chapter 26, verses 14 through 56 in your own language. Then read the story of how Jesus was betrayed. Every year, the Jews celebrated the Passover. This was a celebration of how God had saved their ancestors from slavery in Egypt many centuries earlier. About 3 years after Jesus first began preaching and teaching publicly, Jesus told his disciples that he wanted to celebrate this Passover with them in Jerusalem, and that he would be killed there.
One of Jesus' disciples was a man named Judas. Judas was in charge of the apostles' money bag, but he often stole money out of the bag. After Jesus and the disciples arrived in Jerusalem, Judas went to the Jewish leaders. He offered to betray Jesus in exchange for money. He knew that the Jewish leaders did not accept that Jesus was the Messiah. They wanted to kill him. The Jewish leaders, led by the high priest, paid Judas 30 silver coins to betray Jesus by handing him over to them. This happened just as the prophets said it would. Judas agreed, took the money, and went away. He began looking for a chance to help them arrest Jesus.
In Jerusalem, Jesus celebrated the Passover with his disciples. During the Passover meal, Jesus took some bread and broke it. He said, "Take and eat this. This is my body, which I will give for you. Do this to remember me." In this way, Jesus said that he would die for them, that he would sacrifice his body for them. Then Jesus picked up a cup of wine and said, "Drink this. It is my blood of the new covenant that I will pour out, so that God will forgive your sins. Do what I am doing now to remember me every time you drink it."
Then Jesus said to the disciples, "Believe me when I say that one of you will turn against me." The disciples were shocked to hear this. Each one said, "Lord, surely I am not the one." Jesus said, "One who has dipped his bread in the same bowl with me will be the one to betray me. The Son of Man will leave this world, just as the scriptures say." Then Judas said to Jesus, "Teacher, I am not the one you are talking about, am I?" Jesus answered, "Yes, it is you." Judas left and went to help the Jewish leaders arrest Jesus. It was nighttime.
After the meal, Jesus and his disciples walked to the Mount of Olives. Jesus said, "You will all abandon me tonight. It is written, 'I will strike the shepherd, and all the sheep will be scattered.' But after I am killed, I will rise from death." Peter replied, "Even if all the others abandon you, I will not." Then Jesus said to Peter, Satan wants to test each of you, but I have prayed for you, Peter, that your faith will not fail completely. And when you come back to me, help your brothers to be stronger. But Peter said to Jesus, Lord, I am ready to go to jail with you. I will even die with you.
But Jesus said, Peter, the truth is, tonight you will say you do not know me. You will deny me 3 times before the rooster crows. Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane. Jesus told his disciples to pray that they would not enter into temptation. Then Jesus went to pray by himself. He prayed 3 times. My Father, if it is possible, please let me not have to drink this cup of suffering. But if there is no other way for people's sins to be forgiven, then let your will be done. Jesus was very troubled, and his sweat was like drops of blood. God sent an angel to strengthen him.
After each time of prayer, Jesus came back to his disciples, but they were asleep. When he returned the third time, Jesus said, The time has come for the Son of Man to be handed over to the control of sinful men. Wake up! We must go. Here comes the one who will hand me over. Judas came with the Jewish leaders, soldiers, and a large crowd. They were carrying swords and clubs. Judas came to Jesus and said, Greetings, teacher, and kissed him. He did this to show the Jewish leaders the man to arrest. Then Jesus said, Judas, are you betraying me with a kiss?
Then the men came and grabbed Jesus and arrested him. As the soldiers grabbed Jesus, Peter pulled out his sword and cut off the ear of a servant of the high priest. But Jesus said, Put the sword away. I could ask my Father for an army of angels to defend me, but I must obey my Father. Jesus healed the man's ear. Then Jesus said to the crowd, I sat in the temple area teaching every day. Why didn't you arrest me there? But all these things have happened to show the full meaning of what the prophets wrote. Then all the disciples left him and ran away.
Answer the questions. 1. What is the Passover? 2. Who is in charge of the apostles' money bag? 3. Why did Jesus give bread and wine to them? 4. Why did Judas betray Jesus? 5. How has someone betrayed you? How have you betrayed someone? 6. Do you believe Jesus has broken any promises to you? Why or why not? Hello, everyone. I am your school principal, Mr. Rework. I will be your principal again next year because the directors of the school reviewed my work and decided to renew my contract. I am excited to work with all of you to make this school a better place. First of all, I want to explain some changes that need to be made. This past year, various incidents happened in the school that created problems. One of the common misbehaviors was students being dishonest to the teachers. I dislike the disrespect this behavior shows. This school expects students to tell the truth. Students who break the honesty rule will stay after school. Another problem that must be addressed is proper treatment of the science labs. The science labs are school property and are not to be left in disorder when class is finished. Also, some of the equipment disappeared. We plan to revise the rules for using the labs to correct the problem. From now on, you must sign your name and put the time that you entered and left the lab and stop all lab activities 5 minutes early to allow for cleanup. Let's keep this school a healthy and safe place for learning and growing as a community. Thank you.
Listen and answer the questions. 1. What did the directors of the school do? 2. What is the principal's name? 3. What was the misbehavior of the students and how they treated the teachers? 4. How did the principal react to this? 5. How did the students leave the science labs? 6. What is the plan to correct the problem?
Role play, job interview, boss. Questions, answers. 1. Tell me about yourself. 2. Which position are you applying for? 3. Why do you want to work here? 4. What is your educational level? 5. What should you do if you drop food on the floor? 6. Can you set up plates and silverware in 45 seconds? 7. How do you treat impolite customers? 8. Do you have any questions?
Role play, job interview, applicant. Questions, answers. 1. What job openings are available? 2. How many hours could I work? 3. Should I wear a uniform or something else? 4. What time must I arrive at work? 5. How late must I work on weekends? 6. When should I call the manager if I have a problem? 7. How much is the pay?
Beautiful Savior, King of creation, Son of God and Son of Man. Truly I love you, truly I serve you, light of my soul, my joy, my crown. Meadows are lovely, forests are lovely, dressed in the flowers that bloom in spring. Jesus is better, Jesus is purer, Jesus can make our sad hearts sing. Sunlight shines so bright, moonlight gleams at night, stars up above sparkle and they shine. Jesus shines brighter, Jesus shines purer than all the angels in the sky.
1A, homework. Write about the pictures using have to, should, and must with questions or answers. For example, 1. Should we look at the menu before we order our food?
1B. Write about the pictures using have to, should, and must with questions or answers.
2. Fill in the blanks with the correct verb forms. Interview, drop, bite, bring, pass, serve, order, finish, quit, ask. A. Did the boss have to you for the new job yet? B. My friend must the papaya salad from the menu. C. My coworker always plates on the floor. D. Shouldn't you? Your homework before class? E. I think I have to. My job because it is too hard. F. Please. Me the salt. The potatoes are very bland. G. Must she? The food so quickly. She might spill it.
3. Write questions and ask a partner. Questions, answers. For example, 1. Do I have to wear nice clothes at that restaurant? Yes, you should dress up. It is a fancy place. 2. Should I bring? 3. Pass. 4. Server. 5. Have to. 6. Reviews. 7. Menu.
4. Write and say sentences using the words in the box. Repeat, dislike, review, redo, disappear, dishonest, recite. For example, A. Can you repeat that, please? I am confused.
5A. Discuss the Bible story with your partner. 1. What was your favorite part of the Bible story? 2. Which person did you relate to in the story and why? 3. What was confusing about the story? 4. What did you learn from the story? 5. How do you think it applies to your life? 6. What are 2 questions you have about the story?
5B. Summarize the Bible lesson using your own words. Jesus' disciples ate a Passover meal with him. But Jesus, so Judas, but Peter, then Jesus, then.
6A. Homework. Choose one verse to memorize. A. I want you to know I will not drink this wine again until that day when we are together in my Father's kingdom and the wine is new. Then I will drink it again with you. Matthew chapter 26, verse 29 from the ERV. B. Don't worry, I am with you. Don't be afraid. I am your God. I will make you strong and help you. I will support you with my right hand that brings victory. Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10 from the ERV.
6B. Homework. Choose one verse to memorize and read the next verses. C. So they grow strong like a tree planted by a stream, a tree that produces fruit when it should and has leaves that never fall. Everything they do is successful. Psalm 1, verse 3 from the ERV. Read the next lesson's Bible verses. Matthew chapter 26, verse 57 through chapter 27, verse 26. Matthew chapter 27, verses 27 through 61.
7A. Read and answer the questions. Welcome to the Pax Kitchen Restaurant. We are so happy that you are working with us today. There are some things we want to teach you before you start. First, you must wear a uniform at all times during your shift. Our restaurant dress code is a white dress skirt and black pants. Since you'll be a waiter, you must memorize all the menu items so that you will know how to take orders from customers. You should ask for advice from your manager whenever you need help or are not sure about anything in the kitchen. We cannot tolerate people who assume things without consulting us first. Some of the basic things you should know without asking us are: wash your hands before you work. Do not yell during your shift. One last thing, you must follow the rules at all times unless there is an emergency.
7B. Answer the questions. A. What is the restaurant's name? B. What does the worker have to wear during shifts? C. What is the restaurant's dress code? D. What should the worker do when unsure about something? E. What are the basic things to do? F. What rules do you find difficult to follow at work or school? Why?
8. Writing. Write a letter asking a friend advice about what you should do and where you should go when you visit a city.
9. Homework. Now I can talk about restaurants and serving food and have a polite conversation. I can use the new words including and. I can use the obligation verbs have to, should, and must. I can understand how Jesus was betrayed.
Reflections and closing prayer.